In painting, to practice getting things right at a very small and quick scale, we do something called thumbnails. In writing, I think the exact same thing is just as powerful. I write these little tiny short stories. They're not really even a story. There's no general purpose to them. It's just a snippet, just something to write quickly and creatively. And I wanted to share one of those with you today to see if it gives you some inspiration. If you decide to write one, leave it in the comments. I'll definitely read it and give you some feedback. This was it. Arenadil had spent his life working towards this moment. His hand slipped into his pocket, despite the tension he felt, or perhaps because of it, and gently brushed a small, ragged notebook on dragons. Below Arenadil, in a huge crater where the top of a mountain should have been, was a dragon. Its scales shimmered with the monster's breathing, and its tail seemed to tremble with its dreams. 23 years ago, Arenadil had survived this very dragon's attack on his village. The village had not. Through tears of rage, Arenadil had seen it, the warping of the world where the dragon's breath had erupted, not from nothingness, but from reality itself. That little ripple, after 2 decades of carefully navigated eyewitness accounts, deep research, and failures too numerous to count, had led Arenadil to the greatest discovery in all of history, the intentional and controlled formation of magic by a human being. With a trembling hand, Arenadil silently handed his notebook, his world, to his apprentice, and began the silent, solitary journey into the crater to return the dragon's death and destruction in kind. The heat radiating from the dragon was stifling. The very air itself drank the moisture from Arenadil's skin. The earth trembled with the dragon's rumbling breaths. The colored chaos of the dragon's scales grew distant with each step, so that no detail changed as Arenadil grew closer. 25 paces from the dragon, in such violent conditions that he could go no further, Arenadil stilled his fear. The dragon slept for years at a time and began to gather his magic. The energy chewed silently at Arenadil's very essence, distorting the fabric of his being. A magic detonation half this powerful had destroyed nearly the entire town during testing, yet more death to toss upon the colorless wings of the dragons. Finally, with an effort he thought might tear his soul in half, Arenadil released the magic in a rush. Reality bent, and the world itself seemed to erupt towards the sleeping dragon and splash over it like so much water on a fish. Despite the tumbling view of the crater, even at the sight of his gory legs left behind, Arenadil's last thoughts were of fish. The dragon hadn't even awakened, merely swatted a buzzing fly with its tail. I don't know a better way to share that writing with you than just screen reporting like that. But if you have something you want to share, leave it in the comments. I promise I'll read it. I really enjoy seeing all the comments you guys have been leaving. And thanks. See you tomorrow.